I was always about that narrative of don't like no one, like industry-wise, like it's competition. I'm better than everybody, so hate me. Do you get it? Fast forward now, obviously that narrative's still about. So the krept thing, you know, there's a reason as to how that got out, but people will see the negative and see, label man with this chatty patty narrative, which obviously no one would ever say that to my face in their lives. So it's the internet. We don't control the internet. The internet's always gonna win. You get it? So fast forward to your question now. With the Wiley thing, and me and Wiley have spoken since. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a man that demands respect, bro. Like any man should. So me and Wiley have spoken. But what it was, my brother Viz, we was in Clubhouse having a conversation, a good conversation. There was some great people in the room. Shout out the people that was in the room, you get it? And we're about to exit the room. And I've heard Viz say, oh, Wiley's in the building, big up Wiley. That's and he's right. Do you get what I'm trying to say? We're not gonna Wiley's Wiley, man. Like, you get what I'm saying? There's no, I don't hate on people. Like I said, I had hate for people, but that's how I was raised. But as we get older, that simmers down. So my problem was Wiley was talking to my friend in a way that I didn't like. And because I come off Clubhouse, because I understand that I'm a person that just says it how it is, there's no filter. And I understand that that's the majority of the reason why most people don't, when they hear my name, they just associate it with some type of chatty patty stuff or some, that's cool. I made my bed, I lay in it, do you get what I'm saying? But the realness behind who man is that man's just cool. So I defend my people, I defend my family at all times. I felt that Wiley was talking to Viz in a tone and a manner I wasn't really liking. So me being me, I stepped up for my friend and spoke on that. And obviously you heard what you heard. So again, it was just me defending my peoples, man. You get me?
So you see, like, which I understand, obviously, the context of it. So knowing that you're that way inclined and just your reactiveness is like that, it made me think, like, what made you want to have a show? Because my thing is, like, when you have a show, you're a media person, right? And the moment you become a media person, you have to put a different hat on. People, like, that's mandatory, right? So my thing is, knowing your temperament, what is it about? What made you think, you know what, I still want to go into media and start a show? What was the angle?
Do you know what it was, bro? Like, we're big men, innit? Like, I can't carry this energy around. It don't make, like, my always gonna be energy, yeah. But I want to advance. I want my daughter to look back on her father and be like, bro, my dad X, Y, and Z. I can only do X, Y, and Z if I pattern up myself and correct myself. So I got to work on me. I understand that. Do you get it? So it's the perfect transition for me to work on me because it allows me to, you know, pattern up as the me being a rapper, talking to rappers and eventually comedians and entrepreneurs. It's all about being qualified to have the discussion. I believe I'm qualified to have these discussions.
Big facts.
And I stand on that. Like, those that know me, I believe I'm qualified. Shout out, first of all, shout out to everyone else that does a podcast or an interview. This ain't Clue trying to come in and, you know, throw disrespect on other shows. I love all these interviews. I watch them myself. Do you get it? For me and Viz, like I said, we're good friends. When Viz put it to me, I put it to Viz, sorry. I see Viz one day and I was like, NFTR, what's good? Like, I used to like watching them interviews. What's going on? He gave me his reasons as to why it's kind of asleep at the moment. So I said, let me wake it up. Like, I'll do that. I can do that. Like, let me chat to the artists. I got good relationships out there. I can, you know, good content out. Like, I see myself going down that lane because I've been doing little acting roles, which is a quiet thing that I'm on, but you don't know. I've been what I've been like, the opportunities are coming to me, taking my opportunities. Like, that's what it really is. So the thought process behind it, I just knew I could do it. I knew I could do it. I knew that I know what I know. I'm qualified. So why not do it? And the numbers, since we released the first one, like, the numbers are great. The feedback's cold. Like, man's grabbed 400 subscribers in the space of a few days. Like, so, yeah, man, we're doing good. Big up
which brings me to my next thing, because obviously, you know, in terms of like the wider situation, it's like, again, when you're a media person, you can't win no matter if the person is disrespectful first, no matter if, and that's the crazy thing about it. So I wanted to touch on something quickly.
Mm.
How difficult have you found it separating your mindset? Because remember, like, when you're coming from, okay, it's coming from the roads, being a rapper, obviously the energy is a certain way, and then now going into media, how are you finding trying to adjust mentally to the fact that, okay, this is not Clue, like, this is not Ghost, it's not that energy, this is grown man, I got a decorum, temperament. How is it for you to switch that mindset? Because a lot of people don't realize it's difficult to, because I used to be like that. You remember me a couple of years ago, I was every 2 seconds. But how is it for you trying to adjust your mindset to the fact that you're going into media and you're going to have a lot more composure?
Do you know what it is, bro? It goes back to who I am, and only a few know me, like really know me. Do you understand? Know my character, know my ways. So I've always been a cool person, bro. Like, my whole thing with my character to the public, or their perception of my character, was always based off of, because I'm outspoken, because I defend my territory, because I defend my peoples, my family. Do you get what I'm saying? So naturally, my name was my name from whatever. So, but the reality is, anybody that knows me, I'm just cool. I don't like bullies. I don't tolerate bullies. I've never been a bully. Like, I just wanted to be cool. But being mixed race and growing up and having to stand with no father, no older brother, you grow a certain way. It shapes you a certain way. So it's kind of like there's zero tolerance to certain things. You get it?
That entertainment might come at the cost of somebody's, somebody's character, and that might lead to other things. That's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, the blogs, that's their business, as opposed to whatever. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? But how you're looking at it, that's the way you should be looking at it. It brings me to my next thing, right? So one thing I've thought, me doing a show, I thought if I wanted to do a show, why would it be difficult, is reaching out to rappers or public figures to get them on. Because we've got an industry that's very new, for example, is very new. So a lot of people are still insecure about where they stand. A lot of people are, everyone's either looking at their followers, their views, their numbers, who's popping, who's not really. But I always say all the time, let's all show our bank balances and see what's going on. But anyway, that's another story. So for me, I never wanted to do a show because I thought reaching out to rappers and public figures, I can't deal with egos and insecurity. How are you finding the reaching out process? How is that going for you?
Bro, like, you know me personally to know, like I said it kind of in my opening little convo with you, my dialogue, like, I was raised to be antisocial, bro. I was like, you're not my circle, I don't like you, I don't want to, face push up and all that stuff. So the reaching out thing, it comes with age, it comes with growth, it comes with maturity, like, to a point. I reach out to everybody that I feel is doing something or done something. So that could be your heady ones, that could be your Tion Waynes, that could be your, like, whoever I feel like, yo, at some point they've done something and it's from rap. They come from where man come from, the street. I have to salute that. So I'm not going to be biased. I'm never going to be biased on this NFTR platform. I'm not allowing that. You understand what I'm saying? If you've earned it in my eyes, I'm gonna put the shout out to you, and that's on you whether you come or you don't. If you air the message, that's on you. That's fine. That's on you. Simple.
So I mean, have you had any, like, I don't know, any difficult encounters with trying to get someone on? Like, I know obviously you probably shouted probably 20 rappers, so, or whatever, not, or public figures or whatever, not. Has anybody responded or said anything to you that you felt, okay, that was a bit surprising? Was there any surprise replies that you had or anything like that?
Only one comes straight to mind, and I'll be honest, this is a fresh one as well, but I think how it is to you. Coke.
Okay, that's the bro, but go on.
Coke is somebody that I've known, like you would know, 2008, he was on a tune with us.
Yeah, me, you, Coke, G Fresh,
I think.
M.E. It was the Ghetto Superstar remix.
Oh, right, that's 2000. Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah?
Yeah, Leicester Square. We shot that in Leicester Square.
Me and Coke, I like I said, bro, I don't know me to have any problems because I'm out here all the time. I don't know to have any problems or issues. You understand? So the response I got from Coke was, how much you gonna give me? Like,
what do you mean?
Bro, a man asked me how much am I gonna give him?
Are you talking about time? Like how much time for the interview?
Bro, brother, a man said to me, how much stacks are you gonna give me? With smiley faces, smiley emojis, like it was, you know, when someone simmers something down, they give you something serious but simmer it down.
So let me get this correct. So you messaged him to come on the interview.
What? Wait. It was like, ha ha ha. How much stacks you gonna give me? Ha ha ha. And I was like, I replied, I think I've read the question wrong, bro. And this is me showing you my growth. I'm telling man, I think I've read the question wrong, bro. What does that mean? A man's replied with, ha 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 ha. Stacks, bro. Ha ha ha. So I'm saying, I know stacks to mean money. Man wants me to give them money to sit down for a convo. Bad man. Now, listen, I said,
what was your response?
I just responded to man and said, respect. I'm out. And that's growth. That's growth. That's growth. I just said, respect.
You said, Coke's like, no, man, you gotta drop the bag, fam. I'm not coming.
Said to me, how much stacks? I said, you know, I'm gonna get stacks in and see what comes up as, but I know stacks is money, so I sat there on it like, give them money to sit down with man for a convo. To even reply, I think I've read the message wrong, you know, bro. What is stacks? Ha 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 ha. Stacks, bro. Ha 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 ha. Respect, bro. Respect.
You know what though? It's funny. I'm laughing, but obviously it's not even funny. Obviously, look, it's
respect, bro.
Well, okay, but I'm saying, what is it about that surprises you though?
I feel like I always base my theories off of what I would do. So if he reached out to me to say, come sit down for something, I feel like I've known you long enough. You're from the generation. We got mutual people that we know of. That should be a no-brainer. So clearly, like I said, there must be more to it that I don't know. So because when I'm, let's be honest, bro. There's people that have got Coke's a big artist. Coke's done his thing. Big up Coke. Like, but to me, that's just bougie. If it's not personal, it's bougie. Because rather you say, I'm not really on that. I'll settle with that. But to say how much you're gonna give me, which means you're willing to come sit down for money, I don't understand. Like I understand the business side. You're saying your value is this. I get that. Salute to your business mentality. But sometimes in life, how much times has man said, don't worry about the bag to do something for a man? Or just, so it's not a big deal. I'm answering your question. That's the only person I can, you know.
I mean, obviously,
ludicrous. So
it's, the most valuable commodity in the business world, in life, full stop, is relationships, right? So not knowing the dynamic of you guys' relationship, it's hard to see where the perspective. Obviously, for me, it's different. Like me and Cole's got a different relationship. Where, for example, if you was to charge me, I'd be surprised because I'm saying to you, what our relationship is completely different. So I don't know what the dynamic is. But I was going to ask you about this. You said about this thing about people placing value on themselves, right? Okay, that's how you feel about that. What's your views on rappers charging for verses then?
No, but this is the thing. So, like you said, I think a lot of things are based off relationships. You know, relationships are an important part of life. Because 9 times out of 10, if you've got a good relationship with somebody, the money don't really, that's not the focus. So I just feel like if you're an artist that wants to sell verses, don't take it like if I reached out to somebody and they said to me, yo, give me, I need blah 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 for a like, all right, cool. I hit Savak one time, yeah. Yo, bro, send me some beats. Like, love to get some work done. I think he said to me, no problem, bro. I let them go for like X amount, yeah. At that point, I don't know. I don't have a relationship with him. I don't know him. So I'm offended at all because that's business. Respect to you. You understand what I'm saying to you? If it's someone I've got a relationship with, and I say, yo, bro, jump on this song, and they tell me about I need to be paid X, I might feel away, but I still have to understand the business. It's not personal. It's their business. They're entitled to say that if they feel that, you know, they're popping, and I suppose it just lets you know that, you know, it's business, not personal. Simple, isn't it?
Yeah, because I mean, I would say it's definitely business. People viewing themselves a certain way, placing a certain value of themselves. I think we all do it in different ways.
Yeah.
So, for example, I've never paid for a video upload. The idea of any channel talking to me about payment for upload just will sound wild in my ears, and that's not because just based on arrogance. I think I've got enough points on the board. I'm being around long enough to nobody to talk to me about charging for no video. That's the same thing with blogs. I'll never pay blog to post my stuff. Like I'm just not in it. Yeah. You have a respect, you don't. So, but so I understand when you put value on yourself. There's some people that might feel like, why does it go on and that things is too big for whatever, not. But that's how I view myself, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna pay no one to do nothing. Yeah. But I say that to say this: if you do then put value on yourself, for example, if you message a blog to post something, has clue, and then the blog sends you a price list, that's offensive. You still offended, right? I would say that's offensive. That's just me. I would say that's offensive. Depending on what blog it is, I would say that's offensive.
Watch this. Let me cut in. Let me play advocate. There's a 25-year-old right now that's been through what we've been through and can talk what we're talking. That's a fact. We can't deny that.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. So here's another thing though. You're saying that we're talking about the ages, yeah? And this is why I talk about, like, shout out the young generation, how they've come in and they've got the place on Smash. I love the success I'm seeing. There is an element of respect in our scene. It's in the bush. You got thrown in the bush, so it's like there is no acknowledgement of the history. So, for example, recently when I see Chip was doing a thing with Target and he's talking about, and he was going through the history, a lot more of those conversations need to be had because that don't get had. So what will happen is, okay, cool. I had a disagreement with you the other day. Yeah. On what makes a person a bigger artist.
Do you want to bring it here?
Let's do that because we was going back and forth on that. Okay, we say what makes someone a bigger artist. You were saying what? What were you say your friend? What?
Let me set the tone. Let me land. Done now. The landing up now. I said to you, I believe Tion Wayne is a bigger artist than Coke.
And I said no.
And you said no. Your reason for saying no was what?
My reason for saying no is your definition of bigger is based on popularity.
And sales. And streams.
Currently.
Numbers.
Currently.
Numbers don't lie.
Bro, the tenant can't be bigger than the architect. It doesn't work like that.
Why can't the tenant be architect though? It's possible. He could be architect too. The tenant could be architect too.
So I bought the land, build the house, give it all the natural structures, all the things I have to run through. Because you come to the house, decorate and renovate. That don't make you big. I'm the architect.
Are you saying that it's because Coke was there first? That's why it's bigger?
No, I'm talking about impact. I'm talking about, when I say bigger, I'm thinking of impact. You get what I'm saying? I'm saying impact. That's what I'm basing it on. So when I'm looking at art, for example, hey, okay, look, like I said to you the other day, for me, for example, because you're able to make better songs, because you're more popular, because you've got more streams on Spotify and all those type of things, I'm not of the generation that cares about the numbers. I'm not looking at that. That don't make you bigger.
Does that make you right though? Just because you're saying you don't care about the numbers, I care about the numbers.
No, but I'm saying you're looking at it wrong. That's the mistake. That's why all the 25-year-olds are told, if you're above 25, we'll go over there. And you're under 25, because of that mentality, because that's that mentality. Me, I don't care about the numbers. It's not popularity. You get what I'm trying to say to you? It's about impact. I'm talking about, for me, for example, artists like the Joe Blacks, the Cokes, wherever you go down to, even like a Marks, I could even go down to a Tricky. Like, I'm talking of a generation of founding members. Those members are in the Hall of Fame. Nothing will take it away. No internet view will take it out of the way, because when there was no YouTube, when there was nothing going on, these were the people that were helping put the bricks together. That's across London. These are the people that were putting the bricks together. So you see, because the house is standing, people can come in and eat, That's lovely to see, but man can't take man off the Hall of Fame. The architects are the architects.
No, stop. We're not taking those artists that you just mentioned off no Hall of Fame. They're on there. They've earned their right. I'm saying Coke is on the Hall of Fame thing for UK rap music. Wait, will be on there also. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. But you're saying bigger based on...
And right now, currently, he is the bigger artist, in my opinion.
Yeah, based on popularity. But I'm trying to say to you...
Numbers, bro, numbers. They don't lie.
But bro, okay, if you're saying numbers don't lie, then you have to take this into account. How long man's been in this thing is the main number. No?
Because he's been... And that's why I said to you, is it because he came in before him? Because...
Bro, it's about architects and tenants, man. It's like, about architects. There's a difference between the architects and the tenants. That's just me. So you see, for me, the architects. So you see when something...
Tenants, when do the tenants become architects then?
When they stick something in the ground.
So he hasn't done that?
He's had an impact. There's a cultural impact based on the sound, sonically, what's happening. But when we're talking about why is that sound able to exist, is credit to the architects. No.
But you just want credit for your thing. I see what... Listen.
No, bro. But you see what me? You see what me? But here's the thing about me and the other man. The other man's waiting for someone to give them. I poke my chest out. I say what I say. I walk in the room. I stand on the chair. That's what.
Do you believe that our generation don't get credit? Is that what you're kind of saying here?
No, I feel like our generation gets hidden credit. The new school want to give our generation credit behind closed doors. They want to drop it here and say this, that, and this. They want to no, but because the scene itself, whoever done the announcement and said that over 25s over there, they've kind of told these lot, them lot are not really what I'm trying to say to you. There is no representation. Let me learn. Someone like it. Let me give you an example. If an artist with a history like an RA was in America, yeah, you see when an artist like him come out of jail, straight through, clean, because hip hop from the streets. Just hear me out. Hip hop from the streets. Someone like RA, straight through, legend, will roll the red carpet out, Rowdy Rebel, on the Rowdy Rebel vibe, come, boom, 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 no ego intended. We could look at a Rimsey, same thing. That's what it should be. Yeah, what was my man in the can for? Boom, this thing is based on the boom, straight through. That's how it should work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the list goes on.
Yeah.
But here, what happens is that don't happen. But because the guys upstairs has set a narrative that these guys are not, the architects are not what's it, but the architects are always gonna be. You feel me? There's a lack of respect.
I would say, we still got to remember, bro. America is rap music is culture. See over here, it's culture, but over there it's culture. Rap music is culture over here right now, bro. Rap music is culture over here right now. Oh, but the feeling, the like, it's just different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like over there, like I agree. People like yourself, Rimsey, the people you mentioned, I agree that like RA even, but then here's devil's advocate now. Me playing devil's advocate. Watch this. We've got to be honest with ourselves as artists and say, what hits are we putting on the board?
Okay, let's be real then. Okay, that's a group.
What hits are we putting on the board? Because if we put hits on the board, we're going to be in those conversations, right? Okay.
First of all, its impact can't just be based on hits, bro. This is the mistake.
What is impact to you though? Like
impact is based on something you do. Something you do.
Watch the timeline. Watch the timeline. Timeline. Joe Black gigs. Young Spray. Blade. Potter. Mover. Kemsey.
Go on. That's a mad list, but go on.
Timeline. Then we get to this news, all the new stuff. But that timeline that I'm going down, that's all impact. That's all names that have had impact. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
They're all that have had
bro. Impact. Okay, go on. What's the question?
Dion Wayne would be in that list if I kept going. You do know that.
Yeah.
So my point being, if all these names are impact players, How can me telling you that I think Tion Wayne is bigger than Coke? Why are you telling me that? Why are you telling me no?
I'm telling you no because your reasoning is based on numbers on the screen and popularity, bro. But here's the thing: do you know why that can never win? You see why this number on the screen can never measure up.
Now here's the thing: if Tion Wayne and you was in a cipher, my money's on you.
Yeah, but look.
Do you understand?
Okay, I hear you. Let me break something down. Do you see why? Do you know why computer numbers will never measure up to the architect numbers? Do you know why they will never measure up?
Why?
Because man's name rang with no internet.
You got a point. You got a point.
You see the architects? They were ringing all the way from here to Scotland with no internet. A thin KCD in market stores. The new numbers can never match the that. That's different. And here's why it's different. If your name was popping in that generation, man have to verify you before we listen to your music. If man would have to phone someone from Junction like, yo, who's this Clue? Is he actually on his thing? Oh, yeah, swear that, say nothing. Then man press play.
Yeah, yeah.
So all of the architects
That's a fact.
are platinum. They're already platinum in the streets. Because you with no internet.
That's a Fendi. That's a Fendi still.
So as long as man was platinum on the streets, a lot of man now, that's why for me now it's like, I love what the new generation is doing. It's an evolution of what man already did, man.
Facts.
Man already platinum on the streets. And when you go to jail, forget that. Niggas are platinum in the streets and in jail. Jail niggas are bumping those tapes. I was in jail bumping those tapes. How did I get in jail, brother? There's no Spotify, iTunes, none of that.
Wait, I've got to play devil's advocate for the younger generation. Brother, don't man sound like the old man from the block that done it years ago?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Because, bro, what?
No, I don't.
Tell me how, because watch. Look.
Because guess what? You know what, man? Man's lit now.
Man's lit now.
This is not, oh yeah, man was lit back in the day. Man is lit now, today. We can go outside today. Man's lit now. Man can pull up now. Man, I'm saying to you, man's real life. Forget everything else. Man's real life is lit now. So man's not the old guy back in the day. This is not, oh, look at me, I didn't get my shot. No, man's lit now. Man's still part of it. You're still part of it. All of these men are still part of it. For me, a rapper can never style tricky or something and feel like because you got 10 million views. No, he's one of the architects. You're gonna respect it.
I still think I still think all these new generation artists are still architects, bro.
No, they're architects of a different floor of the building. But guess what? Everything starts from the bottom, right? So once I lay the first floor, you look at the floors. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have more floors.
You're saying the man them, as in when I say man them, I'm referring to our generation, right?
Yeah.
We built the bricks of the house for the village. So you're saying for those reasons alone and the fact that we're still here now, we should be spoken of. I get that. But at the same time, we can't deny what's undeniable. That's all those new generation artists that's right about now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're killing it. I love it. I love it. You know I love it. Right? Yeah. You know I love that. You know, okay, let's talk about Sicilian. When we went to rest in peace to Cadet. When we went to his memorial, yeah?
Yeah.
Was it the 9-9? Was it the 9-9? Yeah. Boom. When we pulled up on the car park and I saw how all the artists, everybody's parked their cars, what was the first thing I said? Didn't I stop? What was the first thing I stopped and said?
What you say?
I said, blood, this is lovely to see.
Oh, yeah.
What did I say? I said to you and Money, I said, bro, I said, you know, I love this to see that these youths can be making peace, retiring their families and doing this mad thing. They ain't got even step on crime the way man had to. And guess what? They can come in there today with their watch on and their chain on, and it's love. I remember when you needed to have your machine on you to go rave with the tools on. Do you get it? So I was saying that, brother, you know what? I love seeing that. For me, it's amazing. I'd rather that than them having to go jail or step on crime to have these things. Yeah.
When you're at the pop, you can lose it all off one fuck up.
100.
Fuck them, I don't know them, name 100.
100.
Fuck them, I don't know them, name 100.